Swiss mountains, alpine meadows, Siberian forests, Arabic deserts. In the country of the Great Steppe, the country of romantics, brave trailblazers, strong by spirit people, conquerors of natural elements. Discover the new Kazakhstan with the program Extreme Routes. Extreme Routes. Today in the program, rafting. Leave the house and plunge into the bubbling stream of events. Today we will go for rafting. Rafting is recreational outdoor activity which use an inflatable raft to navigate a river or other body of water. Rafts are reliable and stable, have larger buoyant forces which indicate a high level of safety. The raft can accommodate from 6 to 12 people, which means that you can go to extreme swimming with a big company, and this is it's one of the most important advantages. Rafting is popular among athletes. Now it is increasingly gaining popularity among tourists. I chose a small recreation center to go for rafting at the Jibek River. The Jibek River is the largest river in the Trans-Ili Alatau. It is one of the largest left tributaries of the Ili River, the waterway of southeast Kazakhstan. I came to the recreation center and got acquainted with Nadezhda. Good day, Nadezhda. My name is Bakhet. I'm very glad to meet you. You promised me that I would have a pleasant holiday at the Jibek River. Nadezhda Kardinova first started rafting at the Koksu River near Taldykorgan in 1996. She claims that she had a goal to involve as many people as possible in outdoor activities after experiencing unforgettable emotions, and she has been successfully doing this mission for the last 15 years. Now we're going to change clothes. Usually we have training. We go for rafting, and then we have a rest. You can also ride a bike and go to the bathhouse. How long rafting will take? We have a short route lasting 10 minutes, but it takes 1 hour and a half taking into account the time for changing outfit. Instructions. Then we will not hesitate and start preparation for rafting. We opened this campsite this year as part of the state program for the development of tourism, active recreation. It is a special place for people who want to be close to nature and leave the city, especially people who prefer outdoor activities rather than restaurants. We have a wonderful place here. River rafting is an activity known to man since ancient times. Ancient people overcame water routes with the help of canoes hundreds of years before our time. However, these simple swimming means were displaced from the everyday life of people by modern means of transport with the development of civilization. Raft is considered to be modern and successful. It was created for military purposes in the 60s of the last century, and only after about 2 decades, rafting has become isolated in a separate type of sport, and today it is already a separate direction in tourism.
Американцы, наверное, нам подарили всем понятие рафт и рафтинг после Вьетнама.
Americans started widely using rafts during the Vietnam War, when they used rafts in order to deliver people to hard-reached areas and food, arms to their soldiers. And then, when the war ended, Americans realized that the raft is a wonderful thing that must be used purely for sporting purposes.
Известное плавсредство, которое надо использовать в чисто спортивных целях.
The life jacket fastened with 6 straps. It often depends on life jacket whether you come back or not. It withstands 120 kilograms on water. Rafting enthusiasts will never sit in the boat without a life jacket and helmet. Stormy water streams abound with various surprises, and protection from them is mandatory. A reliable waistcoat will help to stay on the surface when falling into the water. A special helmet will protect the head not only from the stones in case of fall, but also from possible paddle blows from fellow rafts. There are also such troubles while swimming. Is there a chance to get out of the boat? I see the training is very serious. Preparation is a serious part, but we make sure that no one falls out of boat. We are responsible for people's lives. We did not have any accidents. That sounds good. I'm glad to hear it. And we hope no one will fall out of boat. Water tourism appeared in the 50s of the 19th century in Kazakhstan. However, the first professional campaigns and rafts were organized at more than 10 rivers of the country, among which are Ili, Charin, Irtysh, Bukhtarma, Nura, Sirdarya, and other rivers. In 1869, local athletes took an active part in expeditions conducted on the waterways of Russia, Indonesia, India, Nepal, and Kyrgyzstan. The rafting was extremely popular at the end of the 20th century. The first Republican competitions were held on the Kedrovka River in the East Kazakhstan region in 1982. Such events have become a tradition since that time. The Kazakh national rafting team debuted at the Camel White Water Challenge World Championships in 1997. Instructions take about 15 minutes. It's time to concentrate.
Первая основная команда «Греби». Как она выполняется? Весло забрасывается вперед.
The first basic demand signal is to row. How is it performed? The paddle is thrown back. Never look back at the paddle. We should always look ahead. It's not necessary to move the paddle far, as you shouldn't disturb the people sitting next to you. The second main command is back the oars. It means to move the paddle back. Throw the paddle back and pull the body towards it. The third demand signal is to do nothing or lie on the oars.
И подтянули к себе корпусом. Табань. Третья основная команда «Так идем». Так идем, ничего не делаем, сушим весла.
And if the success of the raft depends on the coordinated actions of the whole team, then everyone should take care of themselves in case of danger. The most important thing is to put a bold face on and, for example, to protect your face from plants growing along the shore, or to instantly group so that waves will not knock you out of the raft. There are 85,000 large and small rivers on the territory of Kazakhstan. The largest of them are Irtysh, Yesil, Tobol, Ural, Sirdarya, Ili, and Chu. The length of these rivers significantly exceeds the 1,000 kilometers. Therefore, rafting enthusiasts have ample opportunities to build a wide variety of routes throughout the country.
Маршрутов на самом деле много.
There is a lot of routes for rafting. There are many different rivers, including Turgan, Chilik, Charin, Koks, and Karkara rivers. There are about 12 routes in Almaty and the Almaty region.
Около 12.
The first mass rafting in Kazakhstan was organized at the Chilik River in 2000. At that time, there were already more than 10 rafts, which accommodated more than 50 participants in Almaty.
Маршрут примерно 20 километров. Ну, опытные инструктора сидели с нашими студентами, все были...
The route is approximately 20 kilometers. Experienced instructors sat with our training participants. All wore wetsuits with life jackets. They were taught how to row. The rafting was a great success. When they finished near the Malibai district, they were wet, happy, and joyful. A hot tea was waiting for them, and they were so happy.
Огромный самовар стоял, значит, горячий чай. Надо было видеть глаза наших студентов.
It's cold. Some people start complaining. Some people are not satisfied with the activity. But when they pass the route and come to finish, they forget about everything that went bad. Only good impressions remain. It's necessary to pass all the way through and it's necessary to understand how it feels. Located between Lake Balkhash and the Tian Shan Mountains, Semirechye is a place of pilgrimage for tourists from all over the world.
Вчера у нас были поляки, турки.
The tourists come from different countries. Yesterday, the tourists from Poland, Turkey, and the US came. My friends from Germany also came. American actor Mark Dacascos came to visit us. I can show a picture with him. They came to take pictures. They like this place.
Здесь, то есть, люди на самом деле вот разные.
After all, numerous rivers and water reservoirs have their own unique characteristics. The Ilia River, as a calm river, is created for mass rafting. It is ready to share with you the beauty of the reed jungle, to tell the secrets of the ruins of the ancient Buddhist monastery, and the crossing of the legendary Genghis Khan. There are unique cliffs called the Valley of Castles that constantly change their color at the Charin River near the canyon. The tourists can see picturesque waterfalls and wild nature along the route at the Jibek River. The tourists also can see many historical places along the Great Silk Road at the Turgan River. You can feel different emotions during rafting at the same river. The route always opens differently to you. The landscape also varies. There are a lot of river around you, and you can go rafting at various places. Then came the moment when we started rafting. Talks about the possible danger make us wait for the start with a sinking heart. You feel no earth, no civilization, and there is no personal comfort zone. There is a perfect scenario of getting acquainted with rafting for newcomers like me. We try to raft once and try not to fall out of boat. We sail to finish. Then we repeat all this route once again. It feels awesome when you do it for the first time. The grade of difficulty varies for rafters depending on where the river flows, in the mountains or through the plains. There are only 6 grades of difficulty, and they are designed for people of different levels of training. The first is the easiest category. The route passes through quiet sections of rivers with a slow-moving current. The second category includes some rough water, maybe some rocks, might require some maneuvering. The third category is difficult routes. Small waves, maybe a small drop, but no considerable danger, may require significant maneuvering. The quite experienced rafters are admitted to the 4th and 5th categories. Routes are full of unpredictable obstacles. Sharp maneuvers may be needed. Rafting never starts without a preliminary survey of the route. The 6th category is considered to be so dangerous that they are effectively unnavigable on a reliably safe basis. case, if there are 4 people in one boat and someone doesn't know the technique or cannot handle the situation, the boat becomes uncontrollable and it is a problem for all. You feel more confidence when you go rafting for the second time. It requires slight maneuvering. You need to row not only with your hands but with the whole body. Now, I didn't just hear the instructor's demand signals, but I also successfully performed them, since every team member should work in rafting as a single mechanism. The rest of the team, after my positive transformation, obviously sighed with relief. Fear gradually gives way to a thirst for adventure. You are excited and delighted. People think that this is just a river. They see nothing special, but when they start rafting and take the oar in their hands, they already understand that it is not just a river. They change significantly. They feel that they overcome the difficulty, and it feels great. Can get not only emotions but to catch cold. First of all, you need to change clothes after rafting, but this time I was lucky. I was not in a hurry to get a spare set of warm clothes. After the icy river, to go to the bathhouse is a real joy. After the icy river, to go to the bathhouse is a real joy. Rafting today is not just a rowing, but a full-fledged hike, which lasts many days.
Мы проводим активный тимбилдинг. Кроме рафтинга, то есть они пробуют велики, квадроциклы, золото в реке.
We organize team building. In addition to rafting, they go biking, look for gold in the river. We organize various outdoor activities. People are sitting in their offices and they are tired of daily routine, but they can spend a good time here with colleagues and play different games.
Рутина, они говорят, ну вот классно, мы отдохнули, оторвались от вот этой вот суеты, да? Ну, я думаю, это вот классно.
Мы уже здесь не первый раз, вот. Тем более, к тому же для меня, как...
We're not here for the first time. It is very exotic and cool place for me. As a person who came from St. Petersburg, nature is awesome here.
Очень классно, потому что только здесь можно найти вот эту самую дикую природу.
The popularity of rafting tours depends on many factors, including the presence of attractions, monuments, location of campsite, rafting equipment, and the safety of the river.
Каждый маршрут.
Each route is not only interesting with rafting, we have a sightseeing program for each route.
Есть экскурсионная программа.
Many travel agencies offer weekend rafting tours for those who cannot go a week trip. The full rafting package opens all the delights of camping life. People spend the night in tents and sing songs with the guitar and try delicious foods.
Наша съемочная группа.
Our crew explores the various sport activities. Its routes run directly through the mountains and steppes, forests and deserts. Join us now. Kazakhstan is more interesting with us.
Интересней.